Hey guys, today we're going to be learning about polynomial and synthetic division. This is the first example that we're working with. We are dividing 5x cubed minus 23x squared plus 14x minus 8 by x minus 4. So I just wrote it out so it's easier to comprehend, and the first step is to find what times x is equal to 5x cubed. Now the answer to that is 5x squared, so we're going to write that on the top as the first term of our quotient. And then we're going to expand this to both parts of the divisor, and that would be 5x cubed and then minus 20 squared. So now we're going to subtract this, and to make it easier we're going to put parentheses and then a subtraction symbol. So that is equal to, well, this cancels out and then this turns into a plus, so that would be negative 3x squared. So that's the first step, and then we're going to bring the rest of the dividend down. Next, we're going to find what times x is equal to negative 3x squared. Now the answer to that would be negative 3x, so that's the second part of our answer. And we're going to do the same thing, we're going to expand it, so negative 3x squared, and then plus 12x. So we're going to subtract that, parentheses, subtract, this cancels out, that the 12x becomes a negative, so that would be 2x, and then bring down the 8. Finally, we're going to see what times x is equal to 2x, and the answer to that is 2. We're going to do the same thing, 2x, negative 8, and we're going to put parentheses, subtract that, and it cancels out, so the remainder is 0. Now this is our final solution. A better way to write it out is to kind of put it like a fraction, and then that's our answer. You can also write it as like a factored form, so here's another option. So that would be another answer. It all depends on what the question is asking for. Okay, here's another example. And we are doing x squared minus 2 this time instead of just x minus a constant. So I'm just writing it out again. So the first step, what times x squared is equal to 2x to the 4th? And the answer to this is 2x squared. And now we expand, so 2x to the 4th minus 4x squared. And as you can tell, the exponents do not match up here. It is 3 here and then 2 here. So to make this a little easier to read, we are actually going to put the negative 4x right below the negative 19x squared. This makes it easier to subtract. So then we put our parentheses and we subtract. This cancels out and this becomes a positive 4x squared, so that would be negative 14x squared. Or negative 15x squared, I'm sorry. And then we bring the rest of the equation down. And we also can't forget to bring down the x cubed. Now the next part, what times x squared is equal to x cubed? And this is just x. So expand. And then we're going to skip this place again because we want the exponents to match up, so that's just going to be 2x here. And then subtract. This cancels out. This becomes a positive 2x, so negative x. And then bring the rest of the equation down. Now, what times x squared is equal to negative 15x squared? That is just negative 15. And then we distribute, plus 30. And subtract. This cancels out. That becomes a negative 20. And then we bring down the negative x. So this is the remainder. So then we can add that right here. So that would be minus x minus 20 over x squared minus 2. So our final solution to this problem is 2x squared plus x minus 15, and then a remainder of negative x minus 20. So you can write out this problem like this. And that is the final answer. Now we are moving on to synthetic division. This is a very efficient, quick, and easy form of dividing polynomials when the divisor is in the form x minus a constant, so k. So this is how we lay it out. We are only going to write down the coefficients of every part of every term. So that'll be 3, -5, 2, and -3. Then we put this little L shape across the entire thing. And then to the left of it, we're gonna write the 0 of the divisor. So x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x would be equal to 2. So that is the 0 of the divisor. So we're gonna write 2 on this side. And that's basically the setup of synthetic division. Now, the first step is to bring down the first coefficient. So that's just 3. And then we're going to do a pattern. It's going to be like a triangle. So we're going to go to the left, across, and down. So maybe not really a triangle, but you get what I mean. We're going to go in this direction. So to the left, that would be, we multiply this. So that would be 6. We bring the 6 over here. So we do -5 plus 6. So that'll be 1. And we're just going to do that for the rest of the equation. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. -3 plus 8 is 5. And this is the remainder. So to interpret the result of this equation, it basically means this. So 3x to the third minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 3 over x minus 2 is equal to 3x squared plus x plus 4, and then the remainder, which we write like this. For another example, we are going to be doing 2x to the fourth minus 5x squared minus 3 divided by x plus 4. So this can be something that's very easy to miss, but it is important to take into account. We need to note that there is no x cubed, and there's also no x. So when we write down the coefficients of every term, we need to make sure that we're putting zeros for the spots where there's no like x value. And we put the big L and the 0 of this. If x plus 4 is equal to 0, then x is equal to -4. So to the left of the L, we're going to put -4. So the first step is to bring down the 2. I'm going to switch colors real quick. So we're going to bring down the 2. 2 times -4 is -8. 0 minus 8 is -8. And then -8 times -4 is 32. We're just going to keep going in this pattern. 27 times -4 is -108. And the numbers do get a little annoying here, but it's okay, we can still do it. So -108 times -4, that's 429. Or 432, I'm sorry. And then the remainder is 429. So this 429 is our remainder, and then we can write out the answer like this. 2x cubed minus 8x squared plus 27x minus 108, and then we cannot forget about our remainder. And that is the answer. So I hope you guys learned how to do polynomial and synthetic division today in an easy way to make it fun and quick. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe to my channel and keep loving math. Thank you for watching. Bye!